Hello guys, welcome back. Today is 97th day of 100 days of challenge of Adobe, and today we are going to make this. So let's get started. So here we are in After Effects. I have dragged my footage in here and trimmed the layers. As you can see, this one is the main background layer, a raw clean plate without any movement or action, just some light changes, but not a problem. The second one is the main, in which I am doing the action, and this one, these two are the freeze frames. Like this, what I have done, I have just selected my this footage, duplicated it, Control Shift, only Control D, right click on it, time, freeze frame, and just drag this side up to here and this side up to here to get this type of freeze frame, because we are going to need them. So here is the freeze frame of first, and here is the freeze frame of second. Just the same process, Control D, duplicate it, right click, time, freeze frame, and just drag this from here and this from here, same. Just done the freeze frames like this because we are going to need them. Going to tell why. Let's just make the layer like this. Now select your first layer, this one. Okay, let's just make a mask on it first, like on this. Just make a mask on your character first. Select pen tool. I am going to off the roto bezier. Select the pen tool, click and drag to get a curves. Just click, hold and drag. You can see, you just click, drag and do the curves like this. So I will mask my layer and then we just meet. So we are done with our masking here. As you can see, I have just done pretty much hard work on masking. You can just do it as you can wish. It is not necessary to have just great edge work. So press F by selecting your layer, open mask feather. Let's make the mask feather to 2 to just make the layer little bit more smoother. If you now solo this layer, you can see we have our character cut. So what we have to do, at this frame, let's just trim this character from this side. You can press Alt and bracket like this type, or you can just make it like this. Now here select the layer, press S on keyboard, scale up to here, and before just like one, here is 2 seconds. Let's just come here at the start and let's just scale it up to down. Let's make it 0 like this, and now you can see we have a scale in animation here. As you can see, our anchor point is at not the center, that's why it's happening like this. So what we have to do first, before scaling, select your anchor point, drag it up to here, this point, and now if you scale, you can see we have going to the center. Let's make it 0. Now you can see we have a nice scale in animation like this. Let's solo the background layer. As you can see, our background and this layer is not matching color, so let's just match this first. Solo your background. Let's just add a curves first. just a little bit brighter. Yeah, now it's matching pretty much. Just take down the curves a little bit. Yep, it's matching nice. So now you can see we have a scale in animation like this. Don't worry for the shadows, now we are also going to cut them. So what we have to do first, select the scale properties, go to graph editor, select both of the keyframes and just click on this little icon here, and let's just drag this point up to all the way here until it snaps up to here. Come back to your mode, and now you can, if we preview, we can see we have a quick animation. At first the scale is quick like this, and at the end the scale is little bit slower. So what we have to do now, select this layer like this, let's make it screen. Okay, let's just keep it normal, Control D, duplicate it. Okay, now at this frame let's just trim this layer from here, press S to open scale and remove its keyframe. Let's make it screen, let's make it screen like this. Okay, then what we have to do, let's solo this layer for now. We can see its screen, unsolo it. Yep, now add curves, let's make it little bit more vibrant like this. Add a tint to make it less saturated, let's make it up to 50. Now it is less saturated. Now what we have to do, again add little bit more, couple of layers. At second frame let's just select the first layer again, Control D to duplicate it, drag it on top, trim the layer up to here, press S to open scale and do this. What we have to do again, drag your time slider here, select this layer, press T to open opacity, add keyframe on 100 and up till at the end like this. Here let's make the opacity to 0 like this. Let's drag this here. Yep, now select let's just drag it a little bit more forward, select your both of keyframes of opacity, press F9 to easy ease them. Now select your opacity, Control C to copy the keyframes, take your time slider here, select the third layer, press Control V, let's also make it screen. Select the first, copy the both of these, Control C, paste it on here. Now you can see we have one more clone here. Now select the me again, this one, the first one again, Control D to duplicate it, drag it all over the top, again trim it up to here. Yep, press S, remove the scale, make it screen, Control V to paste the same color correction from here like this. Again select the opacity, keyframes from here, Control C, come up to here, Control V. Okay, again here select the first again, Control D one more time, drag it all over the top, press S, remove the scale, trim it up to here. Let's make it screen again. Let's press Control V to paste the opacity keyframes. Now select the third one, copy the effects of color correction, press Control V to paste on them. Again up to, let's make one more copy here like here. select your first, Ctrl D, drag it on top. Let's make one more copy again, uncheck it, select this one, drag it up to here, open S, scale it. Let's paste the color correction on this one. Now let's select the opacity keyframes, copy them, select this layer, paste it. And for the last one, this, again trim this first layer which you have copied already. We can do multiple times. Let's just duplicate this one, drag it up to here, open scale, uncheck the scale properties. Let's just make this one screen, select both of this, copy, paste on both of them. Let's press T to open opacity keyframe, select them, press C, paste on this one and next on this one, and let's just drag these opacity keyframes up to here and this keyframe up to here. Let's just make this one also to screen. Let's just off the first layer like this. Let's forget to make this one screen. Let's just drag this opacity keyframe little bit more forward. This one also need to duplicate this one couple or more times. Just make this one on for now. Let's just do one thing, select this one, press T to open opacity. At first let's make the opacity to 0, add keyframe on 0, and at the end let's make it 100%. Let's have a look what we have for now. That's looking nice. So what we have to do, one last thing, let's just add motion blur. Select this one and check this motion blur option and this one here. Let's watch now what's happening. That's looking good. Let's also do one thing, select this one for the shadow. What we are doing for now, select this one, let's press duplicate to it. Let's just freeze frame here, time, freeze frame, drag it up to here and press Ctrl bracket to trim from this side, and let's make up till here. Press T to open opacity, add 100% here, and this one let's make it 0. So now you can see, if we play, we have a nice fade in shadow. You can just make it little bit more. Yeah, now you can see we have a little bit fade in shadow also. So the shadow is like fading in. Okay, let's confirming all the effects are working good. Let's collapse all the layer properties. Okay, let's just select all of these now until to main, and let's just equip them to the BG. And now if we move the BG like this, all of the layers also move. So let's just animate the second one now. Come to second layer, select it. Let's just adjust its anchor point first. Let's just make it up to the center. Okay, we have to now again mask this one also. So guys, I will meet you after masking this. So now we have done the masking. As you can see here, if I solo this layer, if you can see, we have done the masking. Again press F to open the feather, make it 2, unsolo the layer, okay. Now what we have to do, same thing for this side also, just opposite. So select your layer, firstly make sure your anchor point is at here, at the center of your layer, drag the layer up to here, press F to open scale, select this, and after the end of your timeline, let's just scale it to 0. Now you can see it's scaling down. So what we have to do again, select both of your keyframes, go to graph editor, select both of the keyframes and click on the little icon here and drag this side all the way up to here. Now we have a fast animation at first and little bit slower animation at the end. Now you can see, add motion blur, and the other process is same as we have done before. Just select your layer, duplicate it, done the same properties, just make them screen, trim them up to each of the frame you want to add the clone on each frame, like on this frame, then on this frame, just keep doing that until you disappear. Just do it multiple of times. So guys, that's it for today. Just copy the first process which you have done from coming in, just do it going out. So the process is same. So hope you have learned to create this ant-man shrinking effect. So guys, don't forget to like the video. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe the channel. So let's meet tomorrow again. Till then, stay safe, take care and keep watching the channel.